Is this shit even recording? Fuck. This shit better be recording. Hold up, boys. Let me get ready. So, I recorded a video earlier, but I had no audio. A whole hour long video. No audio. So, gotta do it again. Adonis, stop. Fuck. Alright, boys. I'll fix this fucking leg rest. Like, alright. What we gonna do? I'm gonna make sure that fucking camera's on. There it is. Alright. Where the fuck is Google? Right. Dun 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 dun. Hold up. Gotta make sure what I'm going over again is good. Dun 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 dun. Hold up, boys. Gotta make sure I'm going over all the right shit. Alright, so gold, that was Friday's trade. What time was that? 5:05. Stop! Go lay down! Alright, so 5:10, 5:05 Friday, and then I took another trade on gold. What? So this was 2040 Monday. Alright, so we'll go over these two first. Alright, so what you calling my phone? I kind of don't want to delete all this just because I already did it. Type shit, right? But I have to, I will. Basically, what my strategy is, all you gotta do is wait for a pullback onto your support or your resistance. So you see how if it's making lows, highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, basically gonna wait. Hold on, let me whip this fucking dog's ass. Stop! Pull your ass down. Alright. So it's basically just a pullback onto the last high for the new low. So right here, you'll mark out the resistances. So you see how the top is resistance, the bottom is support. So mark out the resistance, and then you'll get in whenever basically pulls back, rejects it, or if it breaks inside the box, closes below the box, and then retest. Hold up. So you see how this, I'll show you. So this was a perfect example of what it did. It just retested the box. So boom. Last high, new low, pull back, retest, and then how you place your stop loss is all you do is like you go up twice. So I on my box, I went up once. Make sure it's not too much. But I went up once, went up twice. Went up once, went up twice. So around this area. And then so let's just go, hold on. So I'm not just fucking. So on this trade, I only risked like I think it was like 250. I know I was not trying to risk too much because I lost like 3K last week. So let's just do. I think it was like 350 to be honest. So right there. So I was only getting 1,100 off of this trade at first, but then I scaled in twice. So after putting your entry level, you're gonna grab the Fibonacci, put it down to your TP, and then so how you add the new positions is it's whenever it makes new lows, like breaks these lows down here, or if it breaks above the trend and then starts making structure going down. So it made high, high, low, low, lower high. So it broke below the first low right here, and then made a low and then a high. So then I got in right there. So when you get in for that other position, you got to pull stops down halfway. So this is basically halfway. Make sure it's like a little more than half. And then you're going to get again. You will get in again until it says 400. So what you were risking at first. Boom, 400. Now we're getting $2,000 instead of 1,100. So now, either wait for it to hit your stop loss or TP. So right here, when it was pulling up like around here, I was like, fuck, like we might get stopped out, but I don't think we will, just because like I trade gold so much to where I think like I know whenever it's gonna hit this out. And most of the time, if we get stopped out, it's just because it spikes up like a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Then we get stopped out like that type shit. But whenever it did this nice rejection, then closed like this, bearish, it's like, alright, bro, we probably will get a push down. And then as you see, made lows, broke the uptrend, and made lows, highs, then almost a lower low. So lower low, I think this next candle. Nope. But yeah, as you see, it just continues to fall down. I'm like, bro, bet we're in profit now. And then for that last position, like you're gonna add whenever it hits your halfway mark. So you see the 0.5 right there. Oh, let me grab this TP. Halfway, you see how it says 1.5 right here? So that's halfway to my 3RR. So boom, what you're gonna do is that you're gonna add a position only if it makes structure going down. So you see how it made low, high, lower low, lower high, and then now it should make a lower low. So let's see what it does. Nice, like I just said, lower low. Boom. Now you can add that position, put stop losses down halfway, right? And then now you're gonna risk another $500, so like what you were risking originally. So right there, perfect. Now I'm getting $2,500. So boom. Now just be patient. Like literally all it is just being patient. Like right now you're already in it to win it, so like there's no point of taking it out early or whatever. Like you can snag it once it's like from the 23 retracement to the TP. That's when you only can snag it whenever it's inside. Most of the time it's gonna, you know, if it already went down this much, it's gonna continue just to go down. So let's see what it does. Honestly, I did forget what this trade does look like. Okay, so right here, all this up and down, up and down, up and down is called consolidation. So what you usually do is go on your 15-minute, just look what it's doing. Like all you're gonna do is mark out from the lows to the highs it made. So boom, whenever it breaks above or below, that's when you should be worried. I mean, only if it breaks above type shit, you know what I'm saying? Why the fuck did it not save it? Ah, whatever, bro. We're gonna make it from the lows to the highs right here. So I marked out this area of consolidation. I was like, alright, it's either gonna break above or break below, but structure has been holding down most of the time. And if you look on the 1 hour, what did it do? 1 hour is just consolidating, yes, but it had a big bullish move down. So let's see what the 4 hour is doing. 4 hour has not pulled back, so we could end up losing, but like I said, it already pushed down so far that like you just gotta be patient. So boom, as you see, it started pushing down. Okay, so right here, I missed it. I think I was outside or cooking dinner. I don't fucking remember, but it was right here. I'm like, motherfucker, like, dude, I would have snagged it. So now instead of being up 2,500, I was only up 1,800. So I'm basically almost off $1,000. So I was being patient, waiting for it to go down, hit my TP. Boom, boom. Now we're up $2,500 for the week. It's Wednesday too. Actually, it was Monday night going to Tuesday morning. So boom, we chilling, right? Early dub of the week. And if you see too, after it broke this consolidation, it was really, going up, down, up, and then made a big low, high, lower low. Retested the box, and then what happened? Spiked down. So really simple strategy, to be honest. I'll show y'all some more just because I took I think like 4 or 5 dubs and then lost 2. But the 2 I did win, the 2 I did lose were big, just because I was really confident and lost those. And also like I actually only took 1 loss, but the other loss I did take was just because like right here On gold, I have no spread on my broker, but on my broker on XPX or US30, there's a spread, and it hits. Say it's right here, it's gonna tap it out. So what I usually do if I'm on US30 or SPX, I don't have a stop loss until it takes me out. But I just forgot that day because I was literally out with my homeboy, like we were eating and shit. So I didn't want to be fucking up and shit. So, boom, dub for the week. I'm up 2,500. Let's go over the Friday's trade. I think it was at 5:10 on Friday. Let's go on 30 minutes so we just know. Okay. There's 5:10. So 5:10's right here. So we'll wait. The stupid ass replay thing's in the way again. Hold up. I need to figure out how to turn that shit off. I forgot how I did it in the last video. My brother has that shit off for some fucking reason. I don't get it. Symbol last. Nope. Nope. Fuck it, we're just gonna leave it on. You just gotta ignore it. So boom. So, but again, I was not up 2,500 and then this trade made me win. I'm just going over the trades that I did take. You know what I'm saying? But I know what I risked. I swear, is that dog taking a piss? What the fuck? Oh, they're all right here. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, so look, it made, as you see, structure made what? It made this big low. Whoa. Big low. Big high. Big lower low. Lower high. Lower low. Lower high. Lower low. Lower high. So, obviously, I was waiting for a pullback onto here, but never pulled back, right? So, boom, I waited for another low. Never pulled back to this low. So, after it isn't giving my setup more than 3 times, I get off. Just so I don't lose. Because at that point, I'm kind of forcing it, you know what I'm saying? So, that's 1 setup I missed, 2 setups I missed, and this would be the 3rd one. If I miss the 3rd one, I'm getting off for the night, right? And not getting off for the night, I'm just getting off of gold. That symbol type shit. So, boom. Now, it looks like it didn't close below, right? As you see, this candle right here, it did in fact close below this wick. So we're good. Now we can get in whenever it pulls back. So right here, I'm like, fuck, bro. If it closes above my box, we can't get in. Because like what a rejection is for me is when it rejects my box and closes below. You know what I'm saying? But this, since it held inside of the resistance, we're just gonna, you know, wait for it to break. I'm not fucking pointing. Wait for it to break above, or wait for it to break below the box and retest. So let's see. Okay, nice rejection. So this is what I call the 3-tap reversal. So as soon as I saw 3 taps, it's gonna reverse down. I just know. I've traded the strategy so much to where when it rejects my box more than 3 times, oh, it's wraps. It's going down for sure. So boom, break, retest, boom. So that's when I got in. I called it, right? I said if it held inside the box and didn't close below, all we have to see now is just a break and retest. Or as you saw in that first strategy I posted, they showed y'all what it do. It just rejected. So that's all you have to see is either a break and retest or a rejection. It does not have to be both. It has to be only one or the other. It can't just reject and then break and retest. You know what I'm saying? It has to be one of them. So as you see, it did not reject the box. But what happened? It broke, closed, retest, closed. Boom, that's what you have to wait for. And then, same thing, whenever like you place your stop loss, always place it, you know, two moves above. So like, if you want to, just go up like twice. So like this would be like 1, this would be like 2. So probably like a little higher, but since I'm on the PC, it looks a lot bigger. So I have my stop loss, I had shit like right here, so it doesn't look too big, but it doesn't look too small. So I went up once right here. That's a good move. Or like, let's just do this. 1, oh fuck. 1, 2. Do it again. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. That's too big. 1, 2. 2. Perfect. Okay. Always do it like 3 times in a row, how I just did. After you place your stop loss, drag your TP down until this middle number right here. You see where it says ratio? I mean, award to a ratio. Award to ratio, until it says 3. So you see how the middle number says 216,149.75. Make sure you go all the way down until it says 3 exactly. Now it can be like 301. You know what I'm saying, like 301, 302, but make sure it's 3 on the dot or 301. It can't be, longer than that. Don't ask me how I know, I just fucking know. So boom, I got in. I was like, oh yeah, oh shit, I forgot to do the fucking thing. Hold up. So on this trade, again, I only risked 250. Why? Because I was already up for the week. There's no point of risking most of my profit with $500. Like, say I risk 500 now, then I'm gonna care, right? But say like you have to risk something that you're okay with losing. So I saw that, I was like, all right, if I risk 250, I'm still gonna be up $2,200 for the week. So boom, 250. So now, yes, I'm only getting $700, but still, now I'll be up $3,100, $3,200. So I'm chilling. So boom. But the reason I don't put in so much the first time, just because I know I'm gonna scale in and get twice as much, so it doesn't even matter. So boom, it made. Now since it didn't break above the trend like the last one, I have to wait for it to break these lows and then make structure going down, or I have to wait for it to break structure up here, and then I can get in once it starts making lower lows and lower highs. So boom, I was like, all right, but we probably might get in, and then it obviously broke above. So you see how it broke above the trend and then made a high low. So now all we have to wait for is just a low high. So no, okay, low, lower low. Holy shit, lower low. Okay, so I figured out that this was going to be a big reversal. So obviously it broke the uptrend, like that mini uptrend that I talk about, and made high low, and then it made a low. A low high is when it makes a low and then a high right next to it. So boom, as you see, it made a low, then it made a high. So then I instantly got in. Drug stop losses down halfway. And now I'm risking another, let's see, 250. Oh no, another, whatever it is until you get back to 250. So right there. Oh, let's go back down just a little more so I can get in for exactly 250. I think I was risking around $300 anyway, so hold on. Perfect. So I was getting now a ban on this trade. I was chilling. But I'll tell y'all in a second what it's gonna do. So obviously it broke the downtrend, made a high, and then it made a low, and then it made a lower high. I mean, no, it made a high, low, and then it has to make new highs going up. But I saw this, I was like, all right, bet we broke the mini uptrend. Now we're gonna go down for sure. Okay, so as you see, it made a what? It made a low, it made a high, and it made another lower low right here, made another lower high, and then since it already made structure going down, I can now get in for another position. So we're chilling, and it hit my halfway mark. So like, if it does pull back, it's just gonna pull back onto these highs right here. So now you're gonna drag your stop loss down halfway. Oh wait, I'm stupid. No, I'm stupid. It has to hit your 0.5. See, that's why it's down here. I'm like, wait, why am I tripping? This looks too early to get in. So boom, this counter right here. Yeah. Perfect. So I got in. I actually got in whenever it was right up here, just because I missed it. I think I was eating or something, just because like as soon as I get into my trade, I set alerts to where I know when to look at it, when not to look at it. It's never healthy for you just to stare at your trade. It's not, it's not healthy. So then after I saw it made structure going down, right? It made lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So I was like, all right, bet. And we just rejected off of my 0.5 area. Now we can get in for another. Now on this one, I did risk 500 just because I saw how much it was going down. I was like, bro, we're good. We're good. There's no way we're going to go back up. So I risked 500 on this trade to get, I think it was 500,000. So like, yeah, I should be getting, no, it's 500 to 500. So I'm getting like 800 plus on this trade. I'm taking a little break. Dude, I legit, Hold up. I legit sent out a video earlier talking about my fucking trades I take and everything, and then I just didn't record it. I did record it, but like no audio, so I was like, fuck. My hair's fucked. Bro, y'all should have seen how long my hair was a minute ago. That shit was long as fuck. But make sure y'all tune into the UFC fights this weekend. Shit will be fire. Cheers. Got shit, no cap. No bad. Alright. Okay, so this is the last position that I got into. So now all I'm gonna do is just, I'm already into the trade, so there's no point of being scared about it. Like, just let it play out. You know, watch a movie, study some more, watch my old videos. Like, do whatever you can just beside just put a few alerts. You know what I'm saying? Right click and then it'll say alerts. You know what I'm saying? You can't add an alert on the side anymore. So you put right click, alert somewhere on this bitch. But since I'm in replay, it doesn't let me. Now replay does cost money, so if y'all want to do that, I'll teach y'all how to buy. It's not for me. Like, if y'all spend, you know, $30 to $100 on the replay, that money's not going to me. It's going to TradingView. You see right here. So it's not my money. So y'all don't have to. Oh, you scammed me. Fuck you. I don't need your fucking $35, bitch. Make 3K, at least 3K at the minimum every 2 weeks. That's good money. I'm chilling. Yeah, it's not the best money, but I don't give a fuck. So boom. Okay, so right here, obviously it pushed down, right? But let's forget about that for a second. I saw it push up. I was like, I was getting kind of scared, not too scared, but I was like, bro, at the least, it could pull back to. Oh, it's Finley. It could pull back to these highs right here. So as long as it doesn't do that and breaks above, then we're good. As you see, it just continued to fall down. So I was chilling, right? Big boy chilling. So right here again, I was off. I have an alert set right here, because that's when I'll take it out. So right here, I did not see it. Now, maybe would I have taken it out? Maybe. So, but I was just being patient. And then obviously you can see. So right here, I did end up taking it out, like, because it was only like $100 off my TP, right? So let's just say I took it out. Boom. Now I'm up $4 grand for the week. And obviously you see it hit my TP. So boom. And then what did it do? Fucking reversed up and shit. So we're good. But it's Friday, so I have to move back to my other trades I took for the week. So I am up $4,200. But remember, I'm not up $4,200. I'm just going, you know, back so y'all can see what I was up at some point. Now we're gonna go to US 30. Alright, so what trade did I take? I think I took. Y'all close y'all's eyes until I say it's good for y'all to look, because I don't. Wait. Yo, Finley, you fart? Damn, cuz. It smell like shit. Woo! Motherfucker. Alright, boys. So I think I took a trade. Let me just look real quick on my account. Let me just click on this bitch. Wait. Why is Naz? I did not take a trade this week in Naz. I took a trade in US 30. I know for sure. Okay, so this was Friday. That was Thursday. This is Wednesday, right? Did I take a trade on Tuesday? No. Okay, so Wednesday. Let's go over this trade right here. Now, this was the trade I was talking about, where it stopped me out just because how close it was, and then obviously, as you see, it hit my TP. So I'll probably go over this just because. So let's just go over it real quick. Wednesday, 6:45 in the morning, or really 5:45, just because Newark is ahead of us. So Wednesday, 5:45 in the morning. Okay, so right here. Wait, hold on. What date is this? 25. Today was okay. So yeah, this is the right date. Wait, hold on. I think I'm tripping. Okay, no, I wasn't tripping. Okay, we're good. So I did take a sell, right? I think I waited for it to see where I got in actually. What time did I get in? 6:40. Oh, I fucking went back too far. I went too forward. Okay, so 6:40 is right there. Okay, so as you see, it broke structure, made into the lower lows, lower highs. So I had stops somewhere like, let me see where I think I had stops like up there. So let's just say I had it right there. I had TPs 1 to 3 like always. So this was a perfect trade. I can't lie because I won the trade. But so boom. Let's just do 25 real quick. Because this trade I did risk. Okay, so how much did it say I was up? I have to go back in the fucking video now. No, I don't. Okay, so I was up like 2,600. No, I wasn't. Just because I was already at 2,600. Fuck. Don't fucking remember. I don't remember. Let's just say I was up because I know I won 250. So that's 700. I won 1,800. So I was at 1,800. So I think I think it was up $2,600 for the week. So this one, I risked. Yeah, I can't lie. I did risk $1,500. So I'm almost all my profit. But I was just because I was so confident, right? Hold on, let's pull up the calculator on this bitch. You can't search up shit. Alright, hold up. Okay, to be honest, I did not spell calculator. I'm a dumb fuck. You see. Alright. So I was up 26.85, I remember. So this trade made me lose 1,500 because I remember I was risking like 40. I thought it was risking like 43, something like that. So I was only up $1,200 after this trade. So you'll see what happens. So boom, as you see, hold on. As you see, boom, what did it do? It went very close to my stop loss. Make sure I don't go too far. So yes, I would have been up. But no, sir. I think it was up like, I think my stop loss was like right here. So it was like a little further up. And I was like, I think it was like right above it. Like that, like that, like that. It was up like that. So I was like, fuck. You know. I saw it push up. I thought I'm like, oh, okay, it rejected. Now it's coming back down. But then I looked at my broker. I got stopped out. I was like, shit. So then obviously let's go back to where here was so y'all can see. Boom. I suck. So boom. Not really I suck just because obviously it went down and hit my TP. You know. You know what I'm saying? So really, like, this was a good ass trade. Because yes, I mean honestly, like, my TP was down here. So boom, I would have won, but yet it stopped me out. So I call that a loss just because, you know, I did not win any money. But if I'm just strictly going off of like trades, I won. You know what I'm saying? But so now I'm only up $1,200 for the week, right? So it doesn't really fucking matter. Let's go. What else did I trade? Gotta see real quick. So that was Wednesday going into Thursday. No, it was just Wednesday. Okay. And then Thursday 5:20. Okay, so Thursday 5:20. Hey, Finley, maybe shut the fuck up. Alright, keep on going. Okay, so right 520, so right here. Okay, so I know you're asking yourself, Carter, why the fuck would you get in? So let's look at the higher time frames. Boom. It broke. Actually, didn't really break the trend. But say, like, look at the daily, right? The daily. Okay, this was not right here before. This was not right here. Okay, let's just say that right now. This was not right here. This is like counting as a full day. So boom, the daily pulled back. But what I was looking at was how many rejections this area had to these highs to these lows. Anytime it came from these lows, it goes down, or once it breaks above, then it'll go up. But as you see, what happened? Retested, break below, retest, shot down like a bitch, and then retest. What happened right here? Retest, pulled down. So I was like, all right, it's inside the box. Like all these, now it's gonna go down. Like that's not like my main confluence, but that was just a confluence. And then I saw in the 4 hour that, to be honest, was kind of fucking shitty. Why the fuck did I get it? Because as you see, okay, for me, I thought it broke trim, but maybe I was looking too hard. But as you see, it made a beautiful high, low, higher high, higher low, and then started going back up. Like this was a perfect reason to start buying. I should not have sold. I think maybe I was rushing it, which I probably was because I'm a fucking retard. But so boom, I did end up getting in. I was like, right here, because it broke the structure going up. You see, I broke structure, then made a low high, then it made a high low. Hold up, give me a second. I need to pause it because someone's at my door. How the fuck do I pause it? Okay, I can't pause it.
Yeah, we got those. All right,
Because I'm recording, cuz. What you need, the vape?
I'm gonna take a shower.
Oh, what's it called? There's a cart beside you. On the bed. I mean, on the nightstand.
Oh yeah, she's in up with Kyle.
Oh, Kyle told you?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so I'm good.
Alright, love you. Alright, so I got in whenever it broke structure and made this low high, then it made a high low, low high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So I saw this, got in right here. Stop losses around that point, I think. Right there, so yeah. Hey! Shut up! Fuck you whining for? Alright. 1 to 3. So right here was another, I think I was up like, let me see, $1,200. So I did risk 500. I know it's so stupid. I was doing so good, not risking too much. But I was like, bro, this is the perfect trade. Why not get in? Boom. I think that's too much. It's 1,000. Okay, I definitely did not get in for 1,000. Okay, well, I know I got in for 500. I'm just gonna show you what happened. And then obviously being stupid, it literally pulled down, pulled up, pulled down, pulled up, and then hit my stop loss, and then obviously, you know, started going down and shit. So, oh, see, boom, big ass candle. So either way, I lost right here. I was like, motherfucker, bro, I should not have gotten in. Realistically, I don't ever get in if it's above 35 pips. So I think I would have got stopped out right there. Let me see my account real quick. Oh, I forgot that I placed an early position. So this was 38 pips, that was 35. But, you know, realistically, I don't ever get in if it's above 35 pips, which that was 38, so I did fuck myself. But I just thought it was a perfect trade, so, but I don't ever get in for 35. That's just a reminder why I don't get in for 35 pips. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to work out. So, say I would have had this shit at, you know, 30, 35, but then it's too small, you know what I'm saying? Then I would have seen, alright, we don't get into this trade. But since I was being greedy, I was like, bro, this is a perfect trade. Why not just break one of my rules? No. Those rules are set for me in the first place to do fucking good. So, obviously, lost like, I think it was like 560 or like 580. Let's just say 580. Ah, fuck. 1255 minus 580. So now I'm only up $600 for the week. I'm like, motherfucker. But that's fine because I think that's my last trade for the week on. I think after I lose two, more than two on the same thing, then I get off on that pair for the week. So boom, I moved to XPX. And then what day was this? So obviously this was a loss, but then you see it fucking slowly reversed up to my TP. So it just sucks. But let's go over this loss as well, because I'm not undefeated. I suck just like everybody else, but I'm also really good like everybody else. What time was that actually? I'm stupid, I did not look. Wednesday, 1:20. Wait, it's 1:20 in the morning. I'm tripping. All right. Oh wait, what am I doing? Wait, hold up. What trade was this? $120, right? Nah, shit tweaking. What time is this trade at? 1:20:25. Oh. Okay, so yesterday I fucked up and I showed y'all the wrong trade. Like I fucking usually do, because I don't remember. So, as you see, it made highs, lows, higher high, higher low right there. So I got in on this candle right here. And obviously, look at the higher time frames, obviously, just so you... And I fucked up again. Okay. Right here, I got it. Alright, so look, literally, I looked at the higher time frames, saw that we are buying. I was like, bro, this is gonna be a golden trade, right? But fuck to the no, bruh. You'll see what the fuck happened. Obviously, you already saw what happened, but yeah. So boom, got in, put stop losses down, like down here. Let me see. 1, 2, up a little more. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, one more time. 1, 2. All right, perfect stop loss. Now, you might probably asking yourself, Carter, you probably didn't risk too much on this trade, right? No, because I was so confident. It was an A+ setup. I risked all my profit for the week. I risked like 680, so minus 600 and like it was $90. So now I'm down $15 for the week. I went from being up 2,800 to now I'm down $15. So I lost like 3 bands. But there's a huge but. As you see the big ass dub, gotta show y'all that shit real quick. I came back for the week. Oh, hold on. I'm already done with gold. Already did US 30. Now it's just SPX. Alright. So this was what? 20:55 Wednesday. 20:55 Wednesday. 20:55 Wednesday. This was Wednesday. So alright, okay, but I already have it set up. That's a bet. 15 minutes so it goes faster. Look how big these candles are, though, for show. Alright. Okay, so, as you see, what it do was Now I know it doesn't look like it, right? But this made what? Made lows, made highs, and then it made high, low, higher high. So it broke these highs right here. I know it looks like these broke the highs, but it didn't. So this made. So let me make sure, just make sure I didn't get it on a goofy ass trade. Yeah, as you see it held below these wicks right here. So closed and made high, low, nice higher high up here, higher low. So what I did was, after, remember, it either has to retest like that, or, so when you're buying, it's going to be the support. When you're selling, it's going to be the top. So like the top of the wicks to the body. So you see the, when we're buying, it's going to be the bottom of the body to the wick. So boom, got in after it broke above. No, it made highs and then it made another low on my box. I was like, bet, now we can get in. Now this trade, you're like, Carter, since you're already down for the week, I know you didn't risk too much. Fuck no. You know me, I gotta risk a lot. Just because I was so confident again that it had to buy. I was like, fuck it, bro. And I did risk a band. Like, bro, I'm already down $15 for the week. Like, I can't be down that much anymore. So boom. Let me make sure this is not wrong. So we'll go up a little more. But I did close it early just because I was out to eat with my family, so I didn't want to, miss it taken out and say it spiked up, got super close and spiked down. Oh, motherfucking shit. Fuck. So yeah, what we're gonna do, this. Boom, 25, wait, boom, 25, alright. Should be enough right here. Should be a band. Nope. Boom, boom. Okay, perfect. So, if I was gonna lose, I was gonna be down a band for the week. But, if I was gonna win, 3 band! Woo! Not really happy, just, it is what it is. Okay, so boom. What it do was it broke below. Now, look. It might look like, oh, Carter, you're going to lose. But obviously, you see I win. But, like, what it does most of the time, it's going to pull back to, like, this middle zone right here. It's no zone, but it's just, like, it's, like, halfway to your stop loss, but halfway, from not hitting it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. I had that zone marked out. What it do? Stayed above that zone. Stayed above. Now, what did I say about that 3-tap reversal? 1... That's a low. That does not count. But 1, 2, 3. Reversal. Now we're good. Told y'all, it always works. I've been training this strategy for so long that I just know. So now what it do? It broke this downtrend. It made a high right here, low, higher high, higher low. I instantly got in for another position. Put stop losses up halfway. Now I risk another $300. Boom. Now I'm up. I think I was risking like 1,300. Let's see. Right there, perfect. So, and now to be honest, 6 bands is a lot, but not really, just because I already lost my $2,800. So I'm basically, and I lost money the week before that. So if I win this trade, I would only be up, like, I mean, yeah, it's still profit, but I don't count it profit until I'm up the amount that I was at before I started losing all that money, right? So if I win this trade now, I'll actually be up 3 bands higher than I was. Because I started at I'm going to tell you one of my accounts, but not all my accounts. But one of my accounts was at 32 grand, 32,500, I think, 32,700, whatever. Somewhere in that 32,000 area. So boom, I'm trading it, lost. I lost for like 2 weeks in a row. Not every trade, but like I would win 2 big trades, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to risk half of what I made. Which would be like, $3 grand or something like that. So I lost like 4 trades in a row after my big win. I was like, fuck it, bro, I'm getting off for the week. But it was against that war. That war that happened, and shit fucked up the markets for like a little bit. But I adjusted to it. I started knowing, when to risk big, when not to risk big. Which I always know when to not risk big and shit, but I just like, let me cut my losses and winners short. So what I did was I went from 32 grand from like, it was like 6. So I lost almost 10 grand. So I was at 32. So I was like probably like at 23 grand or 24 grand. That's the main account that I trade just so I can take out money, buy shit, just save up for my crib, whatever type shit. All right. So now peep it. I'm only gonna be up, not even gonna be up money. So this trade didn't really count, but you'll see what happens, right? So boom, got in. Now I'm making $6 grand. So obviously, as you see, it's gonna go up. So right here, I think right around here, I was at the restaurant. We just got to the restaurant. Now, to be honest, we were there for. No, okay. I was driving to the restaurant. We went from Willis to Houston, which is around an hour away, deep in Houston. If people know, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? But it was right here. I was like, bet if it continues to push up really good, I'm gonna snag it so I don't miss out on any profit. So boom, solid push up, and as you see, what it do? It made good structure, right? It made highs, lows, higher lows. So, and it hit my halfway mark. So I got in for another. I think it was like grand. So no. I forgot. I risked 1,800, almost $2 grand. So. Right there, perfect, 1,800. So I was now gonna get 7,500. So now, right here. So right here, I took it out right there, at the top of this candle, because it was so close to my TP. I was up like probably like 7,800. But as you see, it hit my TP. I think this next candle. Let me see. Nah, it hit. I think. Oh, I took it out whenever it pushed back up. So like, right here, I took it out on this candle right here. So I was up $7,500. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh no, 65. So I snagged it right, and then obviously over time it hit my TP like 4 hours later. Right there. No, it didn't hit my TP. But again, that's why you don't hold it for that much longer. Like, say it's so close to your TP, there's no point right there hit my TP. Like there's no point of holding it until it hits your TP if it's already so close, you know what I'm saying? So, basically I'm still down overall, but, you know, I'm not really down just because my initial deposit up to that 30 grand was only 5 grand. So I'm still up money. So I went from I think 23,000 that week, plus how much did I win? I was up 65. So I was back at almost my initial, what I was trading at. So I was at almost, so I'm still in profit. I call that a dub. I took out like 2 grand, you know, went out to eat, fucking put some more money aside for my crib. So I was back at 30 grand basically. Because I think I won like 6,700, so I was at 30 grand. So this was my last trade that I did take for the week. Obviously just because I did take that Friday trade, but I'm going from, you know, gold, US 30, SPX. Like, really, it was US 30, SPX the same day, and then it was gold the same day. So I took 3 trades in one day. Lost 1, won 1, lost 1. And then I took a trade on Thursday, lost the other one in US 30, won this big-ass one, and then won 1 on Friday. So, you know, that initially put me back up a lot of money. So I was up like 6,500 to like 7 grand. So it put me back at 30 grand. But yeah, besides that, I mean, I had a good week. You know, it was kind of stressful just because of all the money I was down, but no, not really. But I guarantee you, next week I'll probably not double the account because I risk like 10%. So what's 10%? I think it's around like 3 grand. Yeah, see, perfect, 3 grand. So 10%, and say I get at least a 4 to 5 RR. That's what I get. That's 14 grand. So, but I only catch those like once every 2 weeks. And that's with my down, like, say I already lost 2 or 3 trades, I only get this much money, and then say I make, you know, 30 grand a month. I put 15 grand aside for taxes, and then I put another 50% aside for my crib. So realistically, say I made 30 grand a month, you know, divided by 2. So I literally only profit $7,500, and then I pay most of that towards bills. So divided by 2 again. So I realistically only profit like my wise that I can so like this is the money I can spend. I can literally spend $4 grand a week and not really care. But I make around 15K profit. Realistically, I do make 30K, but I don't have to put 50% aside for taxes every month. But I just do it just so I be safe. Obviously, I'm paying way more money in taxes than I ever do, but it is what it is. Like I'm already making so much money. I'm making a good amount of money to where it's not gonna affect me. So boom, I profit around $4 grand a month, which is it's not too good, but it's, you know, I can really take my family out to eat, you know, go out somewhere, put some more money aside for my crib. Like I need like 70 to 80 more $1,000 for my crib for us to move in. But yeah, that's mainly just it. I took these trades, and then I'm gonna post this on the WAP channel, on the Discord for my VIP members, and then I am gonna post it on YouTube. So if y'all wanna watch that shit for free, go on YouTube, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But hope y'all enjoyed the video. I mean, that was just me being raw. I'm not gonna skip over my fucking losses. Like I'm not the best trader in the world, you know, but I am confident in my trades, which makes me one of the best. You know what I'm saying? But where the fuck? I'm just being stupid as fuck right now. Where the fuck is the thing? There y'all are. But boys, that's gonna be it for now. I showed y'all everything I took for the week. So, you know, y'all be safe. Make sure y'all tune into the fights this week. Oh, forgot to tell y'all. Every month, there's a new UFC fight. Like, you know, UFC, you know, 600, 900, 1400, you know, whatever the fuck UFC it is. Right now, it's UFC 317. Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. I'm putting half of my earnings for this month. I can spend on that shit. So, I'm up, what? Realistic. I'm up $4 grand almost for the month, divided by 2 again. So I'm putting 18 grand, whoa, $1,800 aside for Ilia to get a knockout in any round. So it's only time, ow, bitch, why you biting me? Times 4. So I'll profit if I win, but it has to be under 3 rounds. If he doesn't knock him out under 3 rounds, then I lose the money. But most of the time, if you see, what's it called? Ilia's knockouts. It's when it's within the first 3 rounds. So I have 4 rounds to get it done. I'm chilling though. I'm chilling. But like I said, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna probably if y'all need help with any of this, just fucking, you know, hit me on Discord, hit me on WAP, whatever y'all need to, and I'm gonna post this on YouTube. So if y'all need to, you know, if y'all need me for anything, just leave a comment. I'm gonna reply to y'all. But yeah, I'll be safe. Have a good weekend.